I am ready to call the Philadelphia Eagles the Philadelphia football team this Sunday. You want to know why? Oh, I'm going to tell you. I am going to tell you, and that is coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to the very first edition of the Eagles News Now podcast of the year 2021. I'm professional wrestler Chris Wilde, live from the luxurious bar 4133, and 2020 is now behind us. It's a year that we'll never, ever want to remember, but we probably won't be able to forget. And when we talk about forgetting, I think as an Eagles fan, I would like nothing better than to just forget that this football season has ever happened, as it has been absolutely horrible. From no fans in stands to no tailgating to watching an absolute horrible team off and on the field. This has just been one of those years, and we've had many of them as Eagle fans. We wrap it all up Sunday, primetime. The game was flexed to primetime against the Washington football team because there are playoff implications involved. And for the very first time in a long time, those playoff implications do not include the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles actually hold the Washington football team, the New York Giants, and the Dallas Cowboys playoff hopes in their hands. Well, I hate to break it to TV executives, but this is a game that probably shouldn't have been flexed. I mean, you've got the Steelers and the Browns. I probably would have rather seen that game flexed because the Eagles have absolutely nobody playing this football game. In the open, I said that I was going to call them the Philadelphia football team. It's because they don't resemble anything that the Philadelphia Eagles were this year. And while that may be a good thing, it is not. As a matter of fact, probably the happiest man in all of Philadelphia is Carson Wentz, because he does not have to line up behind this makeshift upon makeshift upon makeshift offensive line, as it just got worse with these injuries that were released today and the names that are out. Let's just get right to it. So this video is not 2 hours and 27 minutes. Here we go, guys. Out for the Philadelphia Eagles Sunday, Derek Barnett. Yeah, Derek Barnett out again. Shaun Bradley, Fletcher Cox. And without Fletcher Cox in the game, there is no presence on the defensive line, apparently. Dallas Goedert, Deshaun Jackson, Jordan Mailata, Duke Riley, Richard Rodgers, and Miles Sanders. All out, with Michael Jacquet is questionable, and he might as well just be questioning his future as a football player after his game Sunday. So that leaves you on that line. Your tackles are now going to be Brett Toth with starting his first ever NFL game, and the despicable Matt Pryor on the other end. Look, Jalen Hurts is going to be running for his life this entire game against one of the best defensive lines in all of football. Chase Young might have 10 sacks. I mean, I really feel bad for Jalen Hurts. And look, this is not going to be the kind of game that you are going to judge Jalen Hurts on, because it's just mind-blowing what he's going to have to go up against again with a offensive line that probably wouldn't start for many college football teams. That's how bad it is. And on the defensive side, poor Darius Slay is going to be out there by himself. I don't even know who else is going to line up, to be honest with you. I guess we're going to see some Kevon Seymour. Rookie Kayvon Wallace definitely is going to be playing a lot. Who's not mentioned on this injury report is Jalen Mills, who's not going to be playing because he was put on the COVID-19 reserve list. So they just have nobody. Miles Sanders, once again, doesn't play the Washington football team, as he didn't in week one either. So you're going to see a lot of Boston Scott, Jordan Howard, and Corey Clement, I guess. It is going to be an ugly, ugly, ugly game. But look, this is the first time, again, in a while where, as an Eagle fan, I will never root against my team. I just won't do it. I'm not going to be sitting there Sunday rooting on the Washington football team to beat the Eagles. However, if there was ever a must-lose game for the Eagles, it is this one. It can take their draft pick up. I mean, some things have to happen, but they could eventually end up with the third pick in the draft. Now, it's unlikely, but a top 5 isn't. And if they somehow miraculously defeat the Washington football team, it serves them no good, no purpose at this point. And I think that's the reason why a lot of these guys are out. I think if this was a game where the playoffs were on the line for the Eagles, that most of these guys would play. But it is what it is. The Philadelphia football team, we'll call them, going into this game. It has been a horrible season, and we're going to have to wait 7 months to see the Eagles play again. Again, they don't make it boring. That's the good thing. They don't make it boring. This offseason is going to be who knows. We're going to see a lot of stuff happen. Who comes back? Does Howie Roseman, Doug Peterson, and Jim Schwartz do they all make it back? Do they all get a mulligan because of this COVID year, because of all these injuries? I mean, look, if anything, this injury report is a microcosm of what this season has been for the Eagles. They have been absolutely depleted and hurt the entire year. And this you just wrap a bow on it, and it is done. However, what is not done is the Eagles News Now podcast, as we have much more to talk about and will talk about before the game Sunday, as well as after Sunday. I'm going to go into all these moves. We're going to do a recap of this bad season, who comes back as players, who doesn't, who might have had their final game as a Philadelphia Eagle. Tons of stuff, guys. Again, they do not make it boring for us. So that's all I got for you right now. Again, this injury report is insane, and we got a football team to play on Sunday, literally. Stay safe, guys. Stay healthy. Enjoy 2021. It is a new year, and I'm glad to see 2020 go away. Thanks for watching. Go Birds.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
I need Eagle Nation to stand.